What did you have for breakfast this morning? What about dinner last night? Or even to drink with these meals? Almost all foods and beverages are packaged in plastics. Plastics can take up to 450 years to degrade. Some can even take up to 1,000 years, which leads us to year 3017. I found this on postconsumers.org. In the degrading process, these plastics have left their mark on the planet. Many of these plastics are now found in thousands of tiny little pieces of plastic floating in our ocean, killing our sea creatures. We currently live in a world where we are surrounded by plastics on a daily basis. There's toys, grocery bags, water bottles, pens, cups. The list could go on and on. There are many ways for you to help save the planet from having plastic kill it. I'm Madison Elks, and I'm here today to introduce to you some ideas to help us help the planet with these plastics. The first thing that you could do is to volunteer to pick up these plastics. The second would be to use less plastic or to reuse plastics. And the third would be to educate yourself on where these plastics go. So what exactly is plastic? Plastic is any synthetic or semi-synthetic organic polymer found on thoughtco.com. Plastic is used in almost every single type of household item / daily use. The production of plastic also takes up 80% of the world's oil production. I found that on ecowatch.com. There are many different types of plastics for different items. On the bottom of the item that's made out of plastic, you'll find a triangle with the number inside of it. The number inside of it tells you what the plastic is made out of. William Ebel from Kansas State helps consumers and recyclers distinguish which kind of plastic. I'm going to show you today the different types of plastics with their numbers on it. The first plastic has a 1 inside the triangle. You'll find this on soft drink bottles and alcohol beverage bottles. The second has a 2 in the triangle, and this can be found on milk jugs, grocery bags, lotion, and bleach bottles. The third has a 3 in the triangle, and this can be found on vegetable oil bottles, mouthwash, and salad dressings. The fourth has a 4 in the middle of the triangle, and this can be found on cleaning bags, bread, and food storage bins. The fifth has a 5 in the middle of it, and this can be found on battery cases and the plastic wrap that you find your cereal in. The sixth can be found on carry-out bags, hot cups, egg cartons, and the bottom of yogurt cups. And 7 is a mixture of the plastics 1 through number 6, which can be found on squeezable ketchup bottles, chip snack bags, and juice boxes. Plastics are used in everyday life. Like the items that I pointed out today, most of us use every single day. Like bottles, containers, buckets, tape, toys. Once again, the list really could go on and on and on. We don't realize the impact these plastics make to our planet. Also, we don't realize where these plastics go after we put them in the recycling bin. So let's learn where these plastics go after. TheAtlantic.com helps describe what happens after we recycle these plastics. There's a lot of us don't know where these plastics really end up. We just think we're doing the right thing once we put the item in the plastics jar. I'm here today to share the journey of recycled plastics so you know what to do next time you have a plastic bottle in your hand. So the journey starts off when the plastic gets picked up by the recycling bin truck, which is a diesel-fueled truck. The diesel-fueled truck will take this over to a facility that sorts out, recovers, and discards the items. There'll be a crane will come down into the big pile of plastic items and will take handfuls at a time to put them on a conveyor belt. On this conveyor belt, the items will be sorted out into their different categories. For example, metals will go in one place, plastics will go in the other, and cardboard will go in the other. For metals, a big metal detector will come down and pick up all the metals. And if the items are dirty, they will be most likely discarded or not be able to be recycled. The next thing is that the company will resell items to other companies that will use the recycled items to make new products. That's where recycled products come in hand. The reused items are sold to customers, and items that were discarded, never made it to the facility, could end up in the ocean. This leads me to the Great Garbage Patch that many of us have heard about. The Great Garbage Patch is located in North Pacific Ocean. It's a collection of marine debris that circles around, creating somewhat of a triangle, with the currents kind of circle these debris around. The plastic that you will find only breaks into smaller and smaller pieces. These clumps are stuck together by biodegradable pieces that we probably don't even know are biodegradable. Debris in the Great Garbage Patch is picked up off of coastlines or off of some ships. There will be kind of leftovers or boxes will fall off the ships, etc. Debris has been at sea for a very long time. For example, on a movie that I was watching, they found a toy that was from around World War II. It was a little toy soldier. The killing of this also has an effect with the sea creatures, as they're killed very easily. For example, we have seen a decrease in the marine life and found whales we've cut open their bodies and have found stomachs full of garbage bags. All of these plastics and garbage that we put into the ocean makes the animals die because they think it is their food and they don't know any better. These plastics, the animals just don't digest the plastics like they would food. So what can we do to help? 1, we can recycle our plastics in the correct place. For many of us, we have such a busy schedule that we don't even think about what we need to recycle and what we don't need to recycle. Many of us just think only plastics go in the recycling bin, when that's not true. We need to know the difference between a recycling bin and a normal trash bin. The second thing we could do would be to clean out items that you recycle. For example, like I said before, at the recycling facility, they usually don't have time to clean out each piece that they get in. So we need to make sure that we're sending clean recyclables to the facility so they know what exactly it can be reused for. The third thing that we could do would be to join a group or organization that helps clean up our land around us. In most towns, you'll see a group of people that walk up and down the streets and the highways and picking up garbage. The easiest thing that you could do would be to buy recycled material. Nowadays, there are plenty of items out there that are used from recycled goods. And lastly, just pick up the items around you, even in the household. Make sure you're not throwing out what could be recycled and all that kind of stuff. Since the use of plastic is great among humans, we need to protect our planet from dying off. Americans throw away about 35 billion plastic water bottles every year. I found this on ecowatch.com. Can you stop using plastic water bottles to help our planet? You could use Swell water bottles or any other kind of metal water bottle. Reusing plastics around the house is also another very easy thing that you could do. Anything to keep plastic out of our landfills and oceans and to help save this planet that we live on. I hope that you now know what you can do to help save the planet and will recycle the next plastic, cardboard, or metal that you put your hands on. Thank you.